Good morning, Guardians. The Hedgehog Gamer here, and I tried to do Challenge of the Elders. I'm going to do it later. I will go into Challenge of the Elders when it comes up. It was rough, but I'm running out of time. I have to get to work, so I'm going to try and do it later. I should be able to do it. It's just with the time constraint, and I'll go into it. Let me first start with the usual other stuff. So, good morning. It's time for another weekly reset with the original Destiny. Let's keep this in mind. Original Destiny. Cool? We're cool. Destiny 1 reset video. Alright. So, for this week, we have a lot going on. As I said, I haven't done Challenge of the Elders. I will do it. I will definitely, because it's precision kill bonus. So, for me, that's my thing. Anyway, we start off with Crucible. I've heard mixed things about Crucible. I've always pinned people's comments. I always try to pin important comments. I don't necessarily pin my own comments, so people have spoken about Crucible. It's Mayhem Clash, so 6v6 team deathmatch. That's awesome. Keep in mind, you can do private matches. You could also do private matches with Sparrow Racing League. I've mentioned that before. I'll say it again because I get a lot of new people every now and then who are like, oh yeah, you can do private matches with Sparrow Racing League in Original Destiny, as well as, Crucible in general. You could do private matches. You just have to pick it. So it's like you go into game options, and it's game type, and you go, where is it? Sparrow Racing League. There we go. See, it's blacked out, but you could pick it. So even though it's blacked out, see how it looks like how I did it? You can do, and then you can pick a map. But Sparrow Racing League, even though it is blacked out, just pick Sparrow Racing League, and then you can pick the map. So, and then you can lap count, all of that. So as I said, you can do private matches if you really want to do Crucible and Destiny 1 or Sparrow Racing League. You get a Treasure of Ages box and a Legendary Marks, and just Challenge of the Elders. Anyway, for this weekly story playlist, which is the best way to farm Legendary Marks, we have Dark Champions. This honestly is my least favorite because it's really just boss fights. Dark Champions. I like doing just story missions. These are just story missions, but they're all story missions focused on bosses. Whereas I like, for example, Rise of Iron. We get to do the whole Rise of Iron campaign. It's random. It randomly picks them, but you get to do Rise of Iron campaign story, so you can eventually do the entire campaign. The modifiers, you're always going to have Heroic, more enemies in greater numbers, and they're more aggressive. Light Switch, minions of the darkness deal much more melee damage, which reminds me of a modifier in Destiny 2 that they had to nerf, because apparently the enemies were doing too much melee damage. I remember it because I remember it was the one where at one point it was the strike on I had it, and we were doing the strike on Mars, and it was the worm witch lady. I can't remember what her name is, or the dude. It was, I don't know what's his name or her name. Anyway, the something to Zol. Anyway, you also have catapult. Grenade recharge rate is greatly increased, so this isn't that bad. Just use your grenades from a distance. Best way to farm legendary marks. I like to remind people you can only carry 200 legendary marks. Once you get to 200, that's it. You need to spend them. I spend them if I need to just burn through legendary marks. I spend them primarily on planetary materials, which you can then upgrade your factions, or just pick up a weapon or a cloak or something, or an engram. You can buy engrams from the Cryptarchs. Cool, so that's weekly story playlist. Then we have the Siva Crisis Heroic. So Siva Crisis Heroic strikes. You always have Heroic. It's called Siva Crisis Heroic. Arc Burn, sweet. Arc damage from any sources greatly increased. Then you have Exposure. I hate Exposure. The best thing to do against Exposure is Red Death. Best to use against Exposure because each kill heals you up and speeds up reloads. And finally, Catapult. Grenade recharge rate is greatly increased. I'm told you can, I haven't tried lately, but I'm told sometimes you will find people, sometimes you will get to do strikes solo, which is what I like. So if you're not matched, to me, that's not a problem. I like doing the strike solo. In fact, that's something I've been begging from Bungie for years. Since when I first started playing Destiny. I wanted to be able to solo strike so I could use it as practice towards Nightfalls. It used to drive me to do Nightfalls. Anyway, Siva Crisis Heroic, you could get a Treasure of Ages box and 30 legendary marks if you do one 3 times. Weekly Nightfall. The Weekly Nightfall is one I have never soloed. It's the Warmind one. The one, not the Will of Crota. It's Fallen Saber. Rush to the aid of the AI Warmind Rasputin as he broadcasts I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. This one is a pain in the butt because this is the one that starts out with the, oh god, my brain is freezing what it's called. That drops, the satellite that drops, and you have to, the Warsat, and you have to protect it. And you're getting attacked by Fallen, and you have to stay near the Warsat. And if the Warsat runs out of time, which it's hard because you can't, that means you really can't go off and run off and kill Fallen. You have to basically stand there as a target. And I have never soloed that one. I want to solo it, but that one area is ridiculous, especially when you have the Fallen ship. First you have a Fallen ship coming from above, and it's shooting at you, so you have to duck and worry about the Fallen ship shooting at you and all the enemies shooting at you, and then they come at you from the other side, and it is rough. I have never gotten past that point. I want to try and get past that point, but it is that one. The modifiers for the Nightfall are Solar Burn, Specialist, so secondary weapon, Solar Burn, Juggler, no ammo drops for your equipped weapon, of course. So even though you have Specialist, you still have to use your primary. As I've said, the one good thing about Jugglers, it means you get more heavy ammo drops. That's the one positive side, because if you're using your primary, you're not going to get primary ammo, so you're going to get a lot of special ammo and heavy ammo. So that's the one positive to Juggler. The pain in the butt part is you got to constantly switch. Then you have Ironclad, more enemies have shields, and Daybreak. That's awesome. That might be a great help. Darkness grows stronger, so do you. Form a fire team of 3 and unleash your light with greatly increased ability recharge. So that'll be a great help. Daybreak, having your super constantly up. Next we have Challenge of the Elders, and oof, is it rough. The first boss is Norusk, Servant of Oryx, which is the Taken Cabal. And the modifiers are Brawler, Grenade, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. Fresh troops, some enemy squads have been fortified with additional reinforcements, and precision kill bonus, which is why I'm definitely going to do it. I'm definitely going to get it soloed this week because I like precision kill bonus is a piece of cake for me. I'll get the 30,000 points easy with the precision kill bonus. The only thing is, oof, the decision, the meaning of fresh troops in for Norusk apparently is he's in a mood. Norusk is shooting constantly, and the Axiom Dart is almost non-stop. It is rough. On the one hand, you don't have Berserk, so you don't have to worry about the fact that the Cabal don't flinch. They will flinch, which is a good thing. But oof, he is non-stop. You barely get a few seconds before he hits it, fires another Axiom Dart. So you have to juggle the bounty little Taken Scions bouncing all over the place, and it's a lot of them, so they can get you if you get hit by enough of them. Then you have to deal with the Phalanxes coming at you and the non-stop Axiom Dart. Wow, that thing won't stop. And he's just firing non-stop all his weapons. Normally when I get killed by Norusk, it's near the end when his attack builds up over time. This is basically, he comes out the gate in a bad mood and he is shooting constantly. So I'm warning you, it's rough. I'm definitely going to be able to solo it. I just need to work on my weapon setup and just not have a time limit on me, so I can just do it a few times and get it done, and then I'll make a video soloing it. But oof, I'm warning you, Norusk is in a mood. Whatever we did to piss him off, he is really pissed. I mean, come on, dude. You die, but you come back. So you're not pissed about us killing you, because, yeah, maybe he's just pissed by the humiliation. Or the fact that Viso's running around with a Galahorn, because that we're gonna, I think that's anyway. Wow. 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 Rough. Just saying, really, really rough. So that's Challenge of the Elders. I will be soloing it though. I will definitely be soloing it probably when I get home from work today. And finally, the weekly featured raid is Crota's End, which, you know what? Maybe I should work on getting through the beginning solo. I have been able to do that, but it's been a while. It's been a very long while, but I can usually get through the beginning of that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Are you going to try Norus who's in a really bad mood? I will definitely, especially with the, like I said, precision kill bonus is my thing. So I will definitely be soloing that. I don't know about the Nightfall, because that Nightfall is you know what? The fact that I haven't been able to do it makes me want to do it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Share with other Destiny players, and I hope to see you in the tower. Is it stop? No, it hasn't.